Soon, on November 8th to be precise, the American public will be faced with an important decision to make. Democrat? Republican? Independent? Other? To vote or not to vote? But wait, how can one be expected to make such a critical decision when there are still so many unanswered questions? For example, what if I want to vote, but I do not particularly like any of the candidates? What if the change I want to see is not reflected in any of the candidates' proposals? What if I feel oppressed, exploited, or neglected by the current government? What if I no longer trust politicians or the political system? What if I feel as though we have utterly negated the very morals, values, and beliefs upon which our once great nation was founded? Why do I feel so obliged to continue participating in, and thus perpetuating, a broken, flawed, and corrupted system? Will things ever change? So many questions, and so few answers being offered by the entity in suspicion, our government. Every 4 years, cycle after cycle, the political spectrum proves nothing more than a disappointing assortment of meandering politicians vying for our votes amidst a slew of duplicitous dealings and erroneous guarantees. Seldom held accountable for their conduct, these elected officials and their counterparts have established a distinct separation of citizens and state, binding the people to dependence and rendering us powerless to make the changes we want to see. So why then do we willingly carry on participating in this political charade? Why do we allow such unacceptable behavior to continue? They say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, what then ought be done if it is broke? Of course, the logical answer is simply to fix it, but how? This is the question that typically diminishes all interest in actively trying to fix things, as the likelihood of devising a feasible plan and achieving a successful result seems an awfully daunting task, too much for one to attempt. And so, we choose instead to accept it as just the way things are, and remain readily complacent. The question then becomes, will we ever take a stand and stop accepting the unacceptable?